Hello everyone, it's Kay here on Father's Day in the UK. It's a bit rainy out there, a bit glum and gloomy, and I'm sure you're going to pick up the rain pitter-pattering on the conservatory roof. And just to add joy to joy, the dogs are having a little bit of a get-together and biting each other's ears, so you're going to get it all today with any luck. You know, oops, there was a look and there we are. However, I'm here today to share a project with you that I've been working on. And it is ultimately doable for any crafter. You don't have to have a wealth of experience. You don't have to have a wealth of bits and pieces to make it all possible. All of it helps, obviously, but anyone, and I mean anyone, could actually do this project that I've finished today. I was on Facebook, as I am a lot of the time, and came across someone sharing a video of a lovely little card and gift tag set, and when I followed the link, it was to Crafty Caroline, who essentially is a Stampin' Up representative, and she had this lovely little project that she just completed. And I thought, oh, I quite like the look of that. Took down all the relevant details and went on to do my own thing with it, which is the glory of sharing each other's crafty projects. It does feed the imagination. It does put ideas into your head, especially if, like me, you've been in a bit of a rut and not really been able to see past the wood for the trees, or the trees for the wood, one of those sayings anyway. I've really been a bit stuck of late. However, this has opened up my little imagination again, and this is what I've come up with, and it really is a delightful project to do. It is a bit time consuming because there are various bits and pieces to it. If you follow Caroline, excuse the blue strands here, if you follow Crafty Caroline's video, she's actually decorated the front of her project with die cut rose. Well, I don't really like that kind of thing. I'd much prefer to decorate with papers and so on, which is what I've done here. This was an actual digital download, and I'm blowed if I can remember who it was. It may have been Tsunami Rose, but don't quote me. There are some beautiful digital kits out there if you haven't got a stack of decorative papers and so on in your stash. And they are very, very reasonably priced. You can obviously print them out as many times as you like and get the best out of them. But this is what I've used, and it's a bit of nature, some purples and pinks. And on the back, obviously, I've left it very, very plain. The only concession I've made to decoration is to distress all the edges with my distressing tool that I bought on Handy Hippo. And I have used the sparkly Mod Podge, which I have absolutely fallen in love with. Thank you, Betsy Dougal, who was the person that I first spotted using it, and it was one of those, oh, I've got to have that ones, and people are buying it left, right in Chelsea now. So I haven't put it on the flowers on the front because it is covered. This edge is covered, the front and back are covered, and I've just put these decorative metal embellishments into the corner, a little flower spray here in the corner which all finishes up the little case. You then open up the ribbon that you place all the way around the project from front to back, and it is just so easy to open up. I've used the same papers inside, as I'm sure you can see, and just followed on through with the theme. You actually end up making 3 little boxes. The large one here, which goes all the way along the length of the project, a little just over 3 by 3 box here, and then a tiny ditty little box there for tags and things. So we'll start with those, and it is an actual set. So I've made 4 little gift tags in 2 different sizes. As you can see, they fit into this box beautifully. I've made 3 3x3 cards, and they are simplicity itself. They've all been lined. The envelopes have been made using the envelope board and making the most of the papers. A little bit of bling, and hey presto, that really is all you need to make some delightful little cards that then fit into the case, like as I've shown you. And then in the back I've made 3 larger cards with envelopes, and they are all, as I always do, lined, and a continuation of the digital pack that I printed off and just used to make the cards with. But that's the first one. The butterflies are lying flat, but needless to say, you can lift them up and make them more 3D. This one I just allowed the paper to speak for itself. 3 little pearl buttons because it's in keeping with the overall theme. And then the third card is another piece of the paper. In fact, I think these two go together. No, those 2 go together. It was just cutting an A4 sheet in half, and that is it. The envelopes I've made, they're a little bit different, I suppose you could say, but I wanted to be able to have an envelope that was slightly larger than the card, knowing that I wasn't going to be overly decorating them, and they just fit in there nicely. And it makes it, I've just put some double-sided red tape here for the flap, and it just makes them easy to send through the post. I think it's a really, really nice, very, very usable little gift set, and I think anybody would appreciate having this land on their mat by way of a little gift. So I hope you've enjoyed sharing this with me. If people can't find the tutorial and they'd like me to do a tutorial at a later date, then I would quite happily do so. It really is straightforward, and as you can see, the materials, you can be lavish or you can be sparing. It's entirely up to you. So thank you very much for sharing this time with me. Happy crafting, everyone, and as I say, I hope this has inspired you as it inspired me to have a little go at making something similar. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Happy crafting.